I've just got some black that's thinned down over there, and we're going to do these palm trees now. So I'll just thin that down so that it flows and slides over there nicely, and then I'll put the first palm tree in. Now make sure you haven't got no blobs of paint on the end. It's nice and sharp. Once you've got it like so. I know, in fact, I'm getting a bit carried away. I'm forgetting the sun. I've got to put the sun in yet. I'm getting a step ahead of myself. Right, so what I need to do is get some white and yellow. Easy to do without getting carried away. Just white and yellow. Thin it so that you're using a very tiny amount of paint actually. Don't want to be using a lot. This is just for some little indications of clouds. There. Something like that. And then just up in here, I want to just gently touch and get a bit more yellow in there. And just here and there. You don't have to touch everywhere, you can just leave little gaps. I want it to look like there's some little clouds just there, just on the horizon. Just tap in with a bit of that colour. And also come into there a little bit. Just put a little bright spot just sitting in there. Nice one. You can also use a 1-inch brush sometimes to just blend over that, and it softens it out. Same with that, just gently blend over that. Dry brush, and then back to the colour. Now there's a bit of a glow just in front of where the sun's going to be, just in here, so I'm just going to put that through just about there, something like that. You can soften it so it nearly you can soften it so it absolutely nearly vanishes. Very soft. There, that's enough. Right, and now I'm going to put that in there, use my little liner. In fact, I won't use the liner brush. What I'll do is I'll use this little acrylic brush that I've got. I'm just going to get some white and yellow for the sun. I want this to be nice and bright. Let's have a go with that. Just in there, I want to put some directly in line with the light on the water. Somewhere about there. It's not a very big sun, but it's definitely bright. Something like that. Steady away with this, because it can grow on you, can these, when you're doing the sun. You start off small and they end up massive. That's perfect, that's enough. Now I'm going to just go back again into that white. Very, very thin though. I've thinned it with the flow enhancer, and just indicate a few little highlights for clouds just in there, really distant one, just small little by that sun. I hope you can see this on camera, so it's a really nice effect you get. I can actually use it a bit brighter, just in there where I want it a bit brighter. Make sure you tail it off at either side. It's like it's just lighting that little cloud up in there. Nice. Maybe string a bit off of it just there. You can play with this, you see, backwards and forwards. Just check the time. Oh, we're fine. We're fine for now. Right, so that's that little bit part done. I'm going to go back to what I was originally doing, which is the trees. The fun part. Icing on the cake when you get to this stage. I love doing trees, as you guys know already. Now, I don't want to cover the sun, so I want to put a tree at the side, somewhere about. I'm going to have to steady my arm a bit. Somewhere about there. Starting off small. And then getting bigger as it goes down. Bigger at the base. Using the flow enhancer really helps this process. The steady hand you need for these straight trunks. Just make sure you don't make them too thick at first. And you can always tail them off as they get fatter at the base. Straight down. There. Something like that. Get a bit fatter, just as it would. Apply a bit more pressure and it will instantly make them fatter, and then it will get a little fat base on it. Right at the base gets really fat. Good. Something like that. And then just make it go a tiny little bit higher to about there. There we go. Almost stop breathing when you're doing this. That's good. So basically at first I'm just going to paint all the trunks in, keeping an eye on the time. 8 minutes, I'll stop it and start it. But I'll let you have a little zoom in there. You can see I've just got that first trunk in for the palm tree, but you can see the sunlight that putting it at the back. You see all that there, just where I've put the light in. Makes a difference, does that? See you in a short while. Enjoy. I've been repeating myself a bit on this one, I'm sorry for that. But I hope you're enjoying the demo anyway.